Nestled far from civilization stood an old, decrepit house. The ancient trees that surrounded it seemed to whisper secrets, and the wind carried an eerie tune through the twisted branches. The house had been abandoned for years, rumored to be haunted, but on this fateful night, it would become the stage for a far more sinister tale. A group of friends seeking adventure and a thrill decided to spend the night in the house. They laughed off the local legends, dismissing them as the product of overactive imaginations. Little did they know that something much more malevolent lurked in the shadows. As night fell, the group settled in, sharing stories and laughter around a flickering candle. The atmosphere was charged with nervous excitement, and the forest outside seemed to hold its breath. Suddenly, a distant sound echoed through the trees, a low, guttural growl that sent shivers down their spines. As the group exchanged uneasy glances, a chilling breeze swept through the creaking house. The air seemed to thicken with an oppressive tension, and the candle flames flickered wildly. In the darkness, a figure emerged, a tall, ominous silhouette wielding a gleaming axe. The group gasped in horror as they locked eyes with the masked murderer, his gaze burning with madness. Panic set in, and the group scattered, their screams echoing through the desolate house. The killer, relentless and methodical, pursued them with a malevolent glee. The echo of his heavy boots on the creaking floorboards became a macabre soundtrack to their desperate flight. Miraculously, one by one, the friends managed to evade the murderous fiend. They navigated the labyrinthine corridors, hiding in the shadows, their breaths held in terror. The forest outside seemed to conspire with the killer, its trees reaching out like gnarled fingers, attempting to entangle the fleeing souls. As the night wore on, the survivors regrouped, their faces pale with fear and streaked with dirt. They knew they couldn't stay hidden forever. With trembling hands, they concocted a daring plan, a diversion to lure the murderer away from the house. Their hearts pounding, the group executed their plan, creating noise and chaos in one part of the forest, while slipping away in the opposite direction. The killer took the bait, disappearing into the shadows with his axe raised high. Breathing heavy sighs of relief, the friends stumbled upon an old, overgrown path that led them deeper into the forest. They dared not look back, for fear that the axe-wielding murderer might still be lurking in the darkness. The sun finally began to pierce through the thick canopy of trees as the group emerged from the forest, their bodies battered but their spirits unbroken. They had narrowly escaped the clutches of a deranged killer, and the haunted house in the woods would forever remain a chilling memory, an indelible mark on their souls.